And so the calm before the storm. Again, this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So, it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that...
Climbs up big! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
He shifted it to the flank. Rafinha in acres of space out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. Spread it left. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Tries to pass it through. And he's there to belt it away. In by Vinicius Junior. Well, it's claimed by the keeper.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Valverde kept his eye on it, and he's there. De Jong. Valverde calmly anticipates.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
So we're still where we started right now. Spread out to the left. Not the most accurate pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Can he get it through? Well timed, excellent interception. Now that looks a decent ball. Yamal could try cutting inside here. Chance, surely! And that is doing no harm at all.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Pass is just off target.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Dani Olmo.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Barcelona have got it back, and they'll have another go. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. It's not an especially good pass, that. Well, that pass isn't the best. Araujo gets over and intercepts.
Might want to be careful there.
Great vision. Koundé cuts it out. And it's Olmo. Pau Kubasi promptly onto that, and that is that. Pedri, over to the left. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Lewandowski. Shapes to shoot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Lewandowski has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
De Jong. Now it's Mbappe. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Played out wide. Vinicius Junior gets into some space, looks across and plays it in. Pau Kubasi gets it away. And it's Arda Güler. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Araujo is there, and he can get that clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Madrid disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Now there's a fine ball. And the finish! Superb goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we're off again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And that's another good win of the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
De Jong. And Araujo. Quality ball. Now he's off and running. Bellingham. No, that's been intercepted. De Jong. Dani Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Yamal. He's got away. Yamal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's having a go. Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Rafinha, he's found a way through, and he was alert to it. Searching pass he's played there. They're back on the ball again. It's a searching pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Spread out to the left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Oh, smashing header! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
De Jong. Somewhat off target. No, that was never going to make it. That has not gone well. Al-Kubasi cuts out the pass. Dani Olmo. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's fabulous. Hangs in a cross. Vinicius Junior. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Pedri.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Sergio, what are you thinking?
Yeah, time's running out for the host to get something out of this. You can sense the frustration and impatience.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And he's intervened well there. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Koundé makes the interception. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that has been slung wide. Al-Kubasi gets across to intercept that. And this is Lewandowski, out to the right. Ambitious ball here. That's been cut out, well played. Now he's got space here. That has been cut short. And it's Olmo. Oh, that's a key interception. That's an imaginative pass. That's beautifully weighted. Defending of the desperate variety. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. Al-Kubasi concedes a free kick for that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 14 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 6.
And that is high.
Valverde has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Great chance! Dispatched clinically. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
And the shot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Rashford. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's looking wide. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe gets into a good position. It's a pretty loose pass. Who saw this coming? Madrid are taking this the full distance. Terrific stuff. Oh, played through for the wide man. Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's in space and looking for options. He is through here. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Lopez. It's played through for him. Now it's Gavi. He's shifting through, and the shot! He's scored! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Complete awareness, he understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Barcelona could not have... And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be, all stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. It's a mighty effort! No, not the best of headers.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Mbappe chasing after it. And that is as far as they're going to go. Changes him with that pass. Now this could be a chance. Araujo gets across to intercept that. It's not an especially good pass, that. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite...
In he goes again! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
And we have our very first corner. And it's Pedri. In with the challenge. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's away! Big chance! Must be! Kubasi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rashford. Drill shoots! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. How very smart. He just got it right.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And the finish! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well,
it's Lewandowski! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Courtois claims comfortably. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Lewandowski. Rashford! Oh, that's a waste.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. Pedri. Balde.
Might want to be careful there.
And it's made its way to him. Can he get it through?
Rashford really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the shot! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Played into space. Looking for the run. Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the through ball. Balde. Koundé. De Jong. Koundé. Yamal. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Olmo. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. No, again there's no way through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Tries to pass it through. Now, can they get him away? Rashford. Bellingham. Pau Kubasi cuts it out. That has been cut short. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Rashford. Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well read, nice interception. Bellingham, not the most accurate pass. Nice looking ball. Eder Militao calmly anticipates. Nicely weighted ball. Pedri, good take, and it's Rashford! Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rashford. And there is the half-time whistle. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Se acabó el primer tiempo, pero nos queda todo el segundo para remontar. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 21, el dorsal 14.
And we're underway again.
Serán sustituidos por
Madrid
el
come
dorsal
out for this
11,
second half with
el
a
dorsal
different
16.
lineup. The manager has made a big call here. Balde. Madrid different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Lewandowski. Vinicius Junior. It's a pretty loose pass. Lewandowski. Time and again they are repelled. Vinicius Junior. Garcia.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Pass is just off target. Searching pass is played there. That is good alertness. And here's Yamal. Lovely, now then. And he's in on goal. Can he finish? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. This looks promising.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's a cute ball. Oh, delightful ball. And he's there to clear it. Aimed beyond the defence. It's played through for him.
Barcelona clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Rashford receives it in a good position here. And this is Lewandowski.
Cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Fermin. Bellingham gets a foot in here. He's in a great position here. Oh, just skips past his man.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Taken back almost at once. Oh, nicely intercepted. Balde cuts out the pass. Good ball, good take. And he's managed to get free. Rafinha! Oh, terrific save.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Corner number 2 then. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Rafinha. Big chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. He's put his foot right through that one. Nicked it back promptly.
That's good play from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And here's Pedri. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Balde has it in a wide position. Goes long and straight. And he was quick to react. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Now it's Lewandowski. Ferran Torres. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Out towards the flank. Pedri. And here's Rafinha.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the shot! Ruled out the best in the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And a shot! And he steered it beyond the post.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking for a runner. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Lopez. Ferran Torres. Shot, surely! They've done it! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
How many? Just how many? Chance! No, he can't turn it in.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Balde.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Threads one in. Oh, he's been caught napping! And he lines up a cross. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's through, it's one. Mbappe!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Pedri. Now it's Lewandowski. And Lewandowski. Garcia.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Mbappe. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. And here's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres is onto this. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And we're done. Madrid suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Looking for the run, and it's been played through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's had it taken off him. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situation.
Oh, what a mistake! Great chance! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Now, he's got space here. Oh, nicely intercepted. De Jong. Now it's Rafinha.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders.
He's got tall. That was superb goalkeeping.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Can he get it through? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Done delicately. Now it's Lewandowski. Gets a good foot in there. That's an imaginative pass. De Jong gets over and intercepts. He's in a great position here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's intervened well there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Threads one in. Dani Olmo.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That's a sharp pass. Well, that is one way to stop him. Good running, strong and purposeful. Rudiger with the slide tackle there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And he's lost his man here. He can run onto that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Lewandowski. Pedri. Oh, what a climb! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then. Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Now it's Yamal. That is good alertness. It's a searching pass. Al-Kubasi gets across to intercept that. That has not gone well. He's on it. Can he finish? It's in! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Madrid grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Pass somewhat off target, and it's with the keeper. Courtois sends that a long way. Neatly clipped into space, and he shoots! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Shot could be on. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's gone in!
Ah, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pedri. And the shot! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. So having trailed, this to go ahead. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois!
2 minutos de descuento.
And here's Dani Olmo. Played, he gets big. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
It's a pretty loose pass. And he's worked it through. Oh, that's well spotted. And the first 45 minutes are up. Madrid are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2.
Empate en el marcador y la segunda parte va a ser apasionante. Hay que salir a ganar.
Second period then underway. Balde. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, he's been caught napping. Vinicius Junior. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that could well leave a mark. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Lewandowski. Carvajal makes the interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. Real chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass. And we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
No, not quite. Balde. Rodrigo! He's done very well to get to that.
Rodrigo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Yamal. De Jong. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to pass it through. A heavy challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Lewandowski. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Lewandowski might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Rodrigo. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Yamal is onto this. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Passing nice and neat. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game. That's going in strongly.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Vinicius Junior. It's played through for him. They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now, can they get him away? And there's Green. Decent chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Not the most accurate pass. Kubasi. Balde. Played into space out wide. He is through here.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Shifted it to the flank. Played back in. And that's a good chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Se va a
We
producir
have
un
got
cambio de
changes here
jugadores.
from both sides, in
El
fact.
dorsal 2 será reemplazado por el dorsal 6. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Now it's Rashford. Bellingham charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Nicely spread. And he was quick to react. And here's Vinicius Junior. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that has been clubbed away. Time is running out here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Now there's a fine ball. He's having a shot! He has done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Complete awareness, he understood what was needed, and he's had a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, cracking ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, super find. He's going for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Gavi. Now it's Ferran Torres. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, played right into his path. Climbs up big! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And the lead is extended still further. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Rashford demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just...
And that's that. Madrid pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games as your usual...
Madrid going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So bring it on.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Vinicius Junior. Koundé gets a foot in here. And he's decided to go for it. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in...
Chance for a shot! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Can he get on the end of this? Tries to play it through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Defending of the desperate variety. Deftly away. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo running with the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Rafinha looking to get on the end of this. Pedri. He's going for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Pedri actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Al Kubasi wins the duel this time. And here's Lewandowski. And he's running. It's Lewandowski! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lewandowski rises! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
for a shot! And a shot! They've scored! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Howson cuts it out. And here's Mbappe. Oh, super ball. Drives it in. Header! Yes, it's in! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And it's De Jong. A temporary retreat here. Some really good ball movement. Oh, he's found support out wide. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. Dani Olmo, approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? De Jong, Pedri, Lewandowski. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now this could be a chance. That is a great pick out. And he cuts out the supply. Tchouaméni. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Nicely weighted ball. Picked it. He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
He's on it, can he get away? Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Mbappe chasing after it. Araujo. Barcelona finding their passes. Tries a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Looking to play him in. Now, can they get him away? That looks a good ball through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pedri. And Balde. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Se acabó el primer tiempo, pero nos queda todo el segundo para remontar.
Here we go again then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And that pass just didn't quite... Oh, terrible mistake! Opts to play it back. And that was very necessary. Great ball, and he's in here! Caught offside that time. Balde. Rodrigo, crossing. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Dani Olmo. Great vision. Well, nicely intercepted. Now it's Lewandowski. Aimed beyond the defence. De Jong. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. Eder Militao kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lovely pass, but can... Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Dani Olmo receives it in a good position here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Referee has just said play on. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Lewandowski. Knocks it into space. Pau Kubasi spots it and intercepts. Balde. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, can he get onto this? He's going to be disappointed with that. Now this could be a chance. And a chance!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Serán sustituidos por...
We have got ourselves a... He's tried one! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Brahim Diaz deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
De Jong. Ferran Torres is onto this. Big chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Rashford. Oh, that's well spotted. That's an imaginative pass. Just eases him off the ball. Now he's got space here, and he plays one through. Shot a goal! It's a goal! Do not write them off! Back they come! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Spread neatly. Lopez. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. That was a given. It always was.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Barcelona take the lead. Pedri gets into some space. He has found the way through. Shapes to shoot! He scores! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Decent chance! Off the post! And he's opted for the long pass, and he was quick to react. A heavy challenge. Gavi, good ball, good take, and he's in on goal. There's the shot! Just cruising, they are cruising! And they are cruising away. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Barcelona grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Gavi finds himself offside. Well, they've got it again. Threads one in. Brahim Diaz. Kubasi. Pedri. Now it's Lopez.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Chance! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Tries to pass it through. Vinicius Junior. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. 5 minutes to add. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, no joy this time. He can get that clear. Rashford. Well timed, excellent interception. Koundé. Can he get it through? De Jong. And time is up. Madrid have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. That's gone loose. Oh, smashing header! No, not the best of headers. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation... He's having a shot! It's there! And it's Iran who take the lead. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Salamakers spots it and intercepts. Akanji. Looking for the run. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Tries to play it through, and the through ball, and the finish! It's a goal! And they're at it again, in double quick time! What a delicious finish, that is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Iran are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Van der Vaart gets a foot in here. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, played through for the wide man. Big header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they win it back again. Ricci. That is good alertness. And he shoots! And it's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Here comes the... He gets big! It's deflected. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Dink through. Danger averted for now. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Iran with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short, showing good feet. Dembele, that is good strength. Engages and forces him off the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Kane. Can he get it through? Kane! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, well measured. And it's Gullit. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort...
And Gullit! They've got to be quick to recover this. Ricci.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, easy pickings there. He has found the way through. And he's there to belt it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Adams kept aware. There's the whistle for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. So there was the first half.
Well, who would have expected both teams going in level after that? Lots of drama, and Peter, please don't ask me to pick a winner.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. Iran get the ball rolling for the second period. Akanji, now it's Son Heung-min, and he's managed to get free. This is Dembele. Knocks it into space. It looks a good ball through. The ball's gone astray. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Son Heung-min. Threads one in, and he's picked out the run. Might be dangerous. Takes a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Wilshere. Now it's Gullit. No, that's been intercepted. Distributed tidily. Gullit. Chance! Not the most accurate pass. Nice interception, well timed.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
He's found a way through. He's got tall. Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. He's cut it out. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Gullit looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Ricci. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Dembele. Great vision. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Mbappe. And that's put paid to a promising move. Foot in. Kanji cuts out the pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Son Heung-min looking understandably energised after his goal. Mbappe. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Tomori. Ricci. That has been slung wide. And he's had it nicked away. He's in space and looking for options. Bellingham. And the pass is intercepted. And this is Gullit. Again the flag's up. Just eases him off the ball. He's through here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Gullit.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Serginho. Plays it across. And that should get the job done. And this is Gullit. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ambitious ball here. Cleared without hesitation. Now it's Dembele. And smartly reclaimed. A probing pass. That's a shade optimistic. Messi. Looking for options for movement. Bellingham looking to get on the end of this.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Bullish header! And he hits the net. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Sensational save!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he welcomes it in. Great ball, and he's in here. Deep into stoppage time. Nicely shaped ball. Ricci. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Kane. It's a searching pass. And reclaimed it in a trice. Ball's played through. Messi could try cutting inside here. Yes, ended up... And a chance! And that may well be that. That is that. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Gullit voted man of the match. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Becklin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And that pass just didn't quite work. It's a searching pass. No way through. Rodri. Cafu. Looking to play him in. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Adams. Wilshere. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's a sharp little ball here. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And they're quick to get... Mbappe! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Totti receives it in a good position here. Now that looks a decent ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that is a smashing piece of defending from him. And this is Hullet. That has ended up in no man's... And there's the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others...
And he's had a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Aimed beyond the defence. That's a cute ball. Adams makes the interception. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's well spotted. Nice looking ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He gets big! It's hit the upright. Beckham. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Oh, that's fabulous. Shot at goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Pass somewhat off target. And that was nowhere near his best. Tries to play it through. Now it's Mbappe. Palmer. It's a good ball out wide. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two.
Up he goes! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Hullet is herring after that one. Hullet wins the duel this time. And it's Palmer. Van Nistelrooy. Now, can they get him away? Messi, he has found the way through. Here comes the cross. Shot could be on.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Searching pass he's played there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's being shifted off it. Serginho. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's found a way through. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Oh, nearly. Played into space. Oh, that was vital. Nicely shaped ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, no goals so far, but it's certainly not through lack of effort. They've had quite a few opportunities so far, but their shooting, not good enough.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe gets into a good position, delivers with whip.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Costa Curta did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, good take in a good area.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Tries to pass it through. Totti is in a really good position out wide. Chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. This is their second corner of the game. Punched away. Cross goes in there. Climbs up big. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Pinches it off him. Threads one in. It's gone for a throw-in. He won't be happy with that one. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, super find. Oh, that's the keeper's ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Serán sustituidos por
Ambitious ball here. And this is Lewandowski. It's a goal kick. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. It's Lewandowski! Oh, it's come off the upright. skillfully cut out. He tries a shot! They've scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
He's had a shot! He scores! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Adams. It's Van der Vaart. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. That is a brilliant interception. Rodri. And that is a little undercooked. Great vision. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be a chance. And they've been given a corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It's looking wide. Now it's Messi. Deep cross. It's a mighty effort! And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, I think you could really feel his pain there. He was convinced he put his side level.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 24.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now he's got space here. Cafu is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He is through here. Adams gets across to intercept that. Bayer. Knocks it into space. It's played through for him.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's the throw.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And here's Beckham. Van der Vaart. Lewandowski. Neuer claims comfortably.
5 minutos de descuento.
Hazard. Hernandez cuts out the pass. And that has not gone well. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. Great ball if he can get there. And the finish! And it's in! They have stolen level at the last!
Goal.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
El dorsal 14.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter.
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Los dos equipos siguen empatados.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 21. Beckham.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come.
Serán sustituidos por
Madrid did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. And smartly reclaimed. Bellingham. Cafu. Madrid finding their passes. Adams gets over and intercepts. Looking for the run. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Totti. Oh, easy pickings there. Totti. Now it's Hazard. Stood up well to him there. Can he get it through? It's an inviting looking ball, that. Short changes him with that pass. Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. Real shapes to shoot! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? That's an imaginative pass. Hazard receives it in a wide position. Oh, what a mistake! Great, oh, shooting chance! It's there! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Clinical, just Kane! It's in! And with extra time approaching halfway, he scores critically. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And we're off for the final time. They have given it everything. It's been grueling. And the shot! Off the post! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
We have ourselves a real game here. Now it's Bellingham. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Bellingham. Serginho spots it and intercepts. Kane. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and
the shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Madrid take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Totti. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Couldn't squeeze it through. Hazard. Schneider. It's Bellingham. And he's intervened well there. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that will be the final act. Madrid were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, obviously...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definite. Great chance! And it's come back out to him. There it is! The ideal start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So, a breakthrough already. Real chance! In for the pieces! And yes, it's there! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Ha sido una derrota amarga, pero aprenderemos de ella y seremos más fuertes. Gracias por el apoyo.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Mbappe!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution.
And this, oh, it's fallen loose again! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Costa Curta gets it clear. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is as far as they're going to go. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Mbappe. He's through here. Mbappe, and the shot! well-taken goal. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Tries to play it through. Looking for options for movement. Nicely shaped ball. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Mbappe! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Picked out brilliantly. Beckham. He's a sharp little ball. Real chance! He's got a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Madrid go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Oh, that's a waste.
Bullet has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Played with finesse. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Hernandez calmly anticipates. Beckham. Hernandez cuts it out. Now, can they get him away? Now, he's got space here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Hernandez. Here's Rodri. Madrid heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. That's an imaginative pass. Hernandez gets across to intercept that. And the pass is intercepted. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Strokes it back. Great vision. Now there's a fine ball. And that was very necessary. Taken back almost at once. That's a cute ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Beckham. Well read, nice interception. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Alexander-Arnold, and smartly reclaimed. Bullet. Now then, the ball's come loose. Ambitious ball here. Cafu gets over and intercept. And the first half is done. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied, it was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Madrid are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And we're underway again. Van der Vaart. Oh, that's superb. Rodri. Beckham.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he get on the end of this? And that could set him on his way. And the shot! He has done it! And he is just ripping it up! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So the lead now is 2. He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Shot could be off. There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence...
Big chance! Great chance! It's a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Great ball, and he's in here. Palmer. Adams. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward? Just the keeper to beat! Decent chance! No mistake! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Madrid grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. That has been cut short. Searching pass he's played there. And that's a good ball. Shapes to shoot! It's in! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Cafu. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, what has happened here? He's gone direct here. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Beckham. And this is Messi. Hernandez. This looks promising. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Now it's Totti. Now it's Palmer. Beckham. Beckham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Van der Vaart. Messi's cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Stood up well to him there. A probing pass. Cafu is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Short changes him with that pass. Beckham aims beyond the defence. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rodri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 18.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Yeah, it's about time. I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
It's a pretty loose pass. Van der Vaart tries to cross. He rises! Goal! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Madrid grab a 3-goal. So that's it. It is all over. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Mbappe, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator. Expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Totti. And this is Beckham. Real chance! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting...
Van der Vaart! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby.
Can he get it through? Now the ball in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Neuer punts it upfield. Rodri. Now, can they get him away? And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That is good alertness. Adams, not the most accurate pass. Looking for the run.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now that looks a decent... Tries a shot!
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Played into space. Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that. And the finish! And he comes up trumps again. And it's been taken short. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. He can run onto that. He might be in here! And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's an imaginative pass. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. The message is clear, none shall pass. Looking to play him in. That is a great pick out. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And Hullet! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid have their second corner now. Terrific header! That's a half-decent try.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Now it's Totti. Rodri. It's a searching pass. That has been slung wide. Good ball. Shot a goal! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
pull it. And he's intervened well there. Rodri. Now it's Totti. And no, that was never going to make it. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That is ended up in... That could spell trouble. Can he finish? He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Aimed beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. Chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Looking for a runner. Van der Vaart is in a really good position out wide. Hernandez. Mbappe. Great ball, and he's in here. Great chance! And he hits the net. And right on half-time, that is telling. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's half-time here. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5.
Here we go again.
Será sustituido.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Totti tries to play it through, and he's whipped it across, and that is expertly dealt with. Beckham looking for options for movement. Schneider. Rodri tries to pass it through. Adams. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evidence. Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. No, that's been intercepted. Alexander-Arnold. Great vision, and he's worked it through. Cafu. And he was quick to react. Oh, that's a key interception. Totti, and he plays one through. Goes for a shot! Goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And he cuts out the supply. And here's Palmer. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Ah, he's given it away. Lovely. Takes a shot! Really well taken goal. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
We have got a Beckham! Lewandowski finds himself offside.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Hernandez deals with that comfortably. Well, that has not gone well. It's Wilshere! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Serginho. Can he get on the end of this? Hangs one in. Bayer claims it. Safe hands.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
There's the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And here's the chance to counter. Played into space out wide. And he welcomes it in.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Early ball out from the back. Madrid must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Gullit. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Danger averted for now. Ambitious ball here.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that was vital. Played into space.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's there to get it away. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
What a throw in. Good ball, good take. And the pass is intercepted. Totti. Cafu threads one in. Oh, no joy this time. And we're done. Madrid perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.